K Sports, get ready. And now Washington starting group. They've got Chris Middleton. Koulibaly is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's George. And it's Czar in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, the post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. Actually, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Washington now. Middleton, a screen on Holiday. From deep. And Middleton, the bucket on the assist from Poole.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. For 3, Middleton. Here's Czar. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's Tatum. And Holiday kicks to Brown. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful, you're trying to stop that.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And they pick up 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
Poole, the pass to Middleton. Back to Poole. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Middleton. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. George looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And that's good. Chris Middleton for 3. Middleton's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Wizards. Here's Koulibaly, guarded by Holiday. 20 feet out. Koulibaly, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Brown finds Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Porzingis with the ball. Now defended by Song. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Now here's Middleton. He has 6. George with the screen on Brown. The Wizards with another miss. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 2. Holiday against Poole. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Tatum's got 8 points.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Poole gets to Middleton. Czar sets the screen for Middleton. Stolen by Holiday. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And the dunk by Tatum.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
And they get it. Pass to Song. And here's George for three. It's hauled in by Brown. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Brown outside. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Out to Porzingis. This one for three. It's hauled in by George. Now Koulibaly. Still yet to score. He gets it up. And he trains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't...
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Koulibaly is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Sarr, and it's George in at the 4. Yes, that goes in. Middleton's got his third basket of the night.
Jordan Poole.
The Celtics with the lead. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Brown with the screen on Middleton. Tatum gets it inside.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Here's Poole. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Tatum gets the bucket.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
It's Sarr, top of the key. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Outside Holiday. Porzingis kicks to White. Middleton against Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Middleton. Out to White. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Washington ball.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Poole the pass to Middleton. And he hits it to tie the game up. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Sarr sets the screen for Poole. And Sarr throws it down hard.
Assisted by
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
Out to Porzingis for the three. Rebound, Washington. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Count that one. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Wizards.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense in no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Tatum taking it in, and slam dunk by Tatum.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Poole kicks to Middleton. Pass to Sarr. Porzingis with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside for George. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Right the pass to Holiday. And the three off target. Here's Koulibaly. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first 2 quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center. That's the Boston 5. Shot clock at 3. Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Justin Champagnie.
You know, look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Washington trailing. Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Champagnie. And here is Holmes. Out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
The Celtics shooting a superb 63% from the field. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Brogdon. In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's Champagnie. No good on the triple. It's a close game here in Boston. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside, doing what it takes to find his shot.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a Finals MVP in your back on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Poole. Craig with a screen on Poole from past the arc. Craig good. Craig's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Washington. Smart comes in for Poole. Here's Smart. Softly drops in the floater.
Just outsmarting them with the floater. A little tricky move there by Marcus Smart.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And he makes that one. Shireman's got his first points of the night.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
In the corner, it's Koulibaly. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Back to Craig. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left here in the third quarter. Holmes good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On the court.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Brogdon. Cornette can't get it to go. Here's Washington now. They're on a 10-2 run here. The Wizards working the ball around now. Holmes. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 3-point Wizards lead.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. Boston again missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Shireman, guarded by Smart. Pass to Cornette. Just 5 on the clock. Craig kicks to Cornette. That 3 off the mark. Wizards leading by 3. Smart on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Champagnie. And he slams it one-handed.
You can't leave someone open when Smart is running his team because he will find that mistake.
Here's Cornette. And the rejection by Holmes. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
9 seconds left to play in the third. Takes it inside. Here's Holmes. The Wizards with another miss.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And so it's Washington with their lead standing at 6 points here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got George. Jordan Poole is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. And taken away by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Tatum with the finish and a beautiful break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Washington with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Back to Coulibaly. The shot's good on the assist by George.
3 points.
Coulibaly's got the lead up to 10 now for Washington. Tatum against Middleton. Stolen by Middleton. The high post shot. And Washington again with the bucket. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Washington.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after.
Poole with it. Pass to Middleton. The three. And again, Washington with the triple.
And I love seeing Middleton rise up there with confidence, knocking it down for that corner three.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. Outside, George. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Middleton against Tatum. Misses the jumper.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Holmes with a screen on Brown. And that one drops for him. Middleton's got 25 points.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
It's tipped. Holmes with the steal. Poole with it. He's picked up by White. Pass to Middleton. Back to Poole. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Wizards.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chris Middleton.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Here's Washington now. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Poole with the screen for Middleton. And another miss by Washington. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Tatum, that's good. And the Wizards with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. And here's Middleton. Back to Poole. Middleton, the pass to Poole. From deep three-point territory. Off on that one. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily...
This is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Agile and athletic. Brown is able to just overcome that interior defense.
Johnson finds Claxton. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. The kick to Tatum. The 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's White, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Tatum inside, covered by Johnson. And finished off by Tatum.
Yeah, once Tatum sees a gap, he is gone. Off and running.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. White against Johnson. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Brown with a screen. And finished off by Tatum.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Johnson against White. Outside Johnson. Boston pulls it in. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. Banked it in off the glass. Tatum's got 9 points.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
There's the screen by Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game. Back to Porzingis. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Johnson on the wing. He's guarded by White. And Claxton throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's Brown. Outside Tatum. No good from outside. Johnson for three. And the three-pointer goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Brown in the high post. Johnson on him. For three, Porzingis sinks the tray. He's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Claxton throws it down.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Johnson passes to Johnson. Over Tatum. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the net.
11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Drew Timmy.
They kick it out to Porzingis. 1 second left. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Boston out in front. They lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Celtics lead by 3. Holiday taking his time here. They get the rebound. Porzingis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat, Brian.
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Out to the right wing. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Timmy hits the three-pointer.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Johnson against White. Williams a screen on White. Outside, Williams. Off target with the 3. Celtics lead by 6. White finds Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Oh, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
White against Johnson. They set the pick to the inside. The kick out to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Tatum. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 7.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Back to Tatum. Brown with a screen. Second chance effort. White looking it over. Back to Tatum. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
The first free throw is good, and the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. He's got 11.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Timmy, defended by Porzingis. Pass to Williams. Here's Johnson. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Boston leading by 8. Outside Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Williams. Brown passes to Tatum. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
.52 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Brown can't hit. Nets trail by 8. And stolen by Porzingis. To the paint. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Outside Johnson. Off target from outside. Celtics lead by 10. Holiday drives in. And Holiday powers it home.
Well, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
Johnson for 3. He can't get that one to fall. White on the wing. Pass to Porzingis. With 1 on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
For the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. D'Angelo Russell is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Trendon Watford, and it's Clowney in at the 4. Russell from outside. Boston pulls it in. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He has 6.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
Russell against Holiday. Floats one up. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Left side, Holiday. Here's Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Tatum looking it over. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Nets trail by 13. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Craig passes to Cornette. Out to Craig. Fires for 3. And Watford pulls it down. Brooklyn's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. It's good. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Craig with a screen on Russell. Stolen by Russell. Pass to Watford. Now Melton. This one for 3. And Craig pulls it down. Celtics lead by 11. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Hauser. Still without a bucket. Back to Cornette. Shot clock at 6. Craig with a screen on Melton. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Again, the miss by Boston.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The 3 from Russell. Pure from 3-point range. Russell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Craig with a screen on Russell. And Pritchard, here we go. From deep. Here's Cornette. Off the mark there with a 3. Nets trail by 8. Here's Watford. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Cornette can't hit.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Boston leading by 5. Inside, out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And there's a pick. Timmy. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself, but now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Clowney can't get it to go. Boston's got 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Brown passes to Tatum. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, look out! Tatum takes off!
And what a drive by Tatum. Striking suddenly and slamming it in before the defense can get in his way.
Russell against Holiday. Here's Clowney. Knocks down the triple.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Tatum. Off with the layup. And And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Celtics. They lead by 5. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Tatum from long range. That won't go either for Tatum. Brooklyn's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Johnson with it, picked up by Tatum. Johnson a screen on Holiday. Thomas misses. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Tatum against Williams. Clock at 6. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. The kick out to Johnson. Soft touch off the glass.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Brown with a screen. Tatum on the drive. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for Boston. They've led by as many as 14. And it's Tatum missing. Nets trail by 4. Johnson passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. They kick it out to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Oh, my! Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Claxton can't get it to go.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Tatum finds Brown. Tatum a screen on Johnson. The kick to Tatum. And stolen by Williams. And now the Nets on the break. Claxton down low. Working on Porzingis. And Claxton throws it down.
They're hammering him on the open floor right now.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
From deep, Johnson. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach telling their team this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Thanks for that, Allie.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on a three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Timmy, defended by Porzingis. Timmy, another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Oh, here's White on the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Tatum with a screen. Brown passes to Tatum. Oh, bangs home the three. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. Johnson against White. Watford with a screen. Johnson passes to Williams. And he buries him.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum finds Porzingis. And he drills the triple.
And it's Porzingis at 7-3, a monster to go to late in the game.
It's Johnson with a drive, and they get it back.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Right side, Holiday. Oh, offline! And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this.
And if you... To be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with Johnson. And it's Williams at the small forward. And the basket by Johnson.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson against Poole from deep. Johnson can't hit. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
Recognize the possession change. Johnson got way out front to score.
Poole up top. Pass to Middleton. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw tonight. Middleton, no good on the free throw.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. And Sarr throws it down.
It's almost too easy for the rookie Sarr. He just pops up and finishes off that lob.
Pass to Claxton. And the Nets miss again.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
The shot by George, wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Middleton's got 5 now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Washington.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
It's Johnson penetrating.
I love Johnson's fearlessness. He's so good at knowing when to cut.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Wizards. Pass to Sarr. An easy 2 points on the layup. 6 points for Alex Sarr.
Physical defense, but the strength training already kicking in for Sarr.
Claxton a screen on Poole. Shot by Johnson, no good. Wizards leading by 8. For 3, Middleton hits it from three-point range. Middleton's got a couple of threes now in the first for Washington.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Now, here's Thomas. Still scoreless. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Johnson against Poole. Kicks it down to Middleton. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Song. Poole against Johnson. Kicks it down to Middleton. The 3. And so it's Washington. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They got Chris Middleton. George is out there with Song. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Koulibaly in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. I'll tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole, but really you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Wizards leading by 13. Lets the 3 fly, and Koulibaly gets it to go. Koulibaly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson outside. Outside Thomas. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Poole against Johnson. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Poole. Now Middleton. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's stolen by Johnson. Stolen by Middleton. Poole with no one around. The offensive rebound. Koulibaly with it. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Koulibaly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
For Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Williams against George. Middleton for 3. Another shot, and the rejection by Claxton. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That shot wide open. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
Here's Poole. And he gets the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 17. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over of the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the length of SAR is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
Washington shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, Brent, the Wizards had a very tough 23-24 campaign, didn't they?
Very difficult for everybody, their fans, their ownership, and their coaching staff, which changed last year. Just 15 wins, a record low for a very prideful Washington franchise. Their offense struggled, their defense was 28th. On the bright side, a lot of minutes went to their younger players, so it's going to be another year of development in Washington. Oh man, this is the kind of range Poole has, and the defense better recognize.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Claxton. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Middleton with a screen for Poole. From downtown, nice D from Williams.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now, here's Thomas. Look at that.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Koulibaly, no good. Nets trail by 16. Pass to Middleton. Middleton, a screen on Johnson. From the wing. It's hauled in by Claxton.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Now Thomas, guarded by Poole. A shot. Thomas, no good. Washington leading now by 16. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 15 points.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
Poked away. Poole with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Floats one up. He gets that one. He's got 17.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for Washington. He comes away with the left. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
24. And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeAnthony Melton. He's out there with Russell, and it's Watford into the 3. Shoots from the high post. It doesn't go for him. And it's Smart with the ball for the Wizards. And Holmes throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And good that time.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
They set the screen. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Brogdon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there. A guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with high percentages.
Champagny passes to Holmes. Back to Smart. Here's Carrington. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Carrington's got his first basket of the night.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Brogdon scanning the floor. Kept alive. Here's Holmes. Chalk up 2 there.
And the long arms of Holmes utilizing that size and length to track down some offensive rebound.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA.
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. Timmy, guarded by Holmes. Stolen away. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
As tough as they get, Smart, a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And so he hits both. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Champagnie.
Third quarter, 2 minutes.
Holmes sets a screen. 6 to shoot. And another miss by Washington. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. The Nets shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Russell with the 3, rebounded by Holmes.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Connects from three-point range. Champagnie's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
They grabbed their own miss. Melton from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Brogdon against Russell. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Brogdon outside. 3-pointer. No good that time. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Timmy, guarded by Holmes. Timmy misses the 3. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Champagnie. There's the triple. No good there. And so it's Washington holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And they're winning the turnover. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Brogdon out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Carrington in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Nice shot by Smart. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Washington.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
Fires away from outside. The rebound by the Nets. 3-on-3. Here's Clowney. No good with the triple. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Washington. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Melton, and he goes in for the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's the three. And it's Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Smart against Melton. Over Smart. Melton, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's Watford, and he makes good on his first shot of the game. Watford's got his first points of the game. Brogdon against Russell. Here's Carrington. No good from outside. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Russell from long range. Washington with the rebound. Champagne's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smart wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. Smart's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Washington. Smart against Russell. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, Russell certainly has the makeup of a high-volume scorer. We've seen it before, and we might be seeing it again.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Middleton for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Washington.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jordan Poole.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
Poole with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Poole against Johnson. Pass to Sarr. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here we go. Now Claxton. And the Nets, another 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Here's Middleton. Poole, a screen on Williams. Now here's Middleton. Off target with that shot. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to...
everyone. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Wizards, Sarr out there with George. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Poole in at the 1 spot. And certainly, on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Holiday. Outside Tatum. Over to the wing. And the Wizards on the break. Middleton finds George. Here's Sarr. Lets it go from deep. No luck on that one. Holiday passes to Tatum.
Wizards foul. George. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. George defending. Shot clock at 5. Brown passes to Tatum.
Incredible defense from Middleton. I mean, maintaining good pressure on the shooter without fouling.
Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
BA, I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
Brown can't hit. It's 2-on-1. Here's Coulibaly. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Tatum. Brown, a screen on Middleton. Ooh, Tatum slams it home.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
From deep, Sarr sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Tatum, deflects the pass. Brown passes to Tatum. Now here's Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Beyond the arc. Sarr pulls it in.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
He gets it in there.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points on the board.
Outside White. Tatum, a screen on Poole. White, the pass to Tatum. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Wow, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
The open shot by Middleton. And another basket for Washington.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Now here's Holiday. No points so far. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
3-on-3. Pass to Sarr. There's the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, you see the mobility at his size. Just a great job by Sarr attacking the basket.
Outside Tatum, fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
George passes to Middleton. George has the open look. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown, and it's Holiday in at the point. Hits the trifecta.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
Pass to Sarr. And Porzingis with the block. And he recovers it. George with the bucket.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 6-point game. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. They get it back. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
George, a screen on Brown. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Boston pulls it in. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Tatum. Ooh, Tatum taking flight.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
George passes to Middleton. Here's Sarr, defended by Porzingis. Pass to Middleton, and stolen by Brown. Tatum inside, George defending, and it's Tatum missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. Oh! Jason Tatum!
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle. Brian, they're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Ooh, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Back to Porzingis. Brown looking around. The kick to Tatum. Stolen by Middleton. And the Wizards on the break. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
The two-way game of Middleton on full display. An active, opportunistic player who wreaks havoc on opponents. I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Poole. Poole gets it in close.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Middleton. Pass to Coulibaly. George for 3. Knocks it down from distance. George has got 8 here in this quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
White can't hit.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own. He can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
And the Wizards on the break. No coverage that time. And now it's a 9-point Washington lead.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Sinks it from distance. White's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Sarr. To the middle. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Washington shooting their first free throw of the night. And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Into the lane. And so it's the Washington Wizards leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Marcus Smart out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Rashawn Holmes, and it's Carrington in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Brogdon against Holiday. Brogdon with a strong finish. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Washington on D. They've led by as much as 10. Brown passes to Porzingis. Outside White. From outside, off the mark. Washington leading by 5. Pulls it from the top of the key. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown against Smart. Pass to Champagny. Back to Smart. From downtown, it's hauled in by White. Celtics trail by 5. Brown with it, now guarded by Brogdon. Outside Holiday. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
90 seconds into the second half now. Porzingis. It's rebounded by Washington. Launches a 3 from deep. Brogdon.
Under understand this. If Malcolm Brogdon is on the three-point line, you better get a hand up and contest. Nicely done.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Brogdon, the pass to Smart. From the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Holiday, here we go. The kick out to White. It's stolen by Smart. Now the Wizards in transition. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Boy, you have to love how engaged Marcus Smart is defensively. This guy is a nightmare for the offense.
Washington leading by 8. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Got a line change here for Boston. Here's Holmes. Shots blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Here's Smart. Still no points. Blocked again! Here's Pritchard, guarded by Brogdon. Back to Pritchard.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Cornette sets a screen.
2 minutes.
Pritchard, the pass to Cornette, and that's a foul called on Rashawn Holmes. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Here's Hauser, driving inside, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Wizards leading by 6. Brogdon feeling it out a bit.
Celtics foul. Shireman. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Shireman. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Shireman's got his first points of the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
Three-pointer. Shireman grabs the board. Boston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Drops in the 3. Hauser's got 5.
The D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Smart. Picked by Holmes. Pulls up. And it's Smart missing.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Here's Shireman. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards leading by 6.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And he's going for the oop here.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. And so it's Washington finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. Porzingis sets a screen. Wide open. It's rebounded by Washington.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Middleton from the outside. Tatum pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Poole finds Middleton from 20 feet. Washington again can't hit. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Back to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
The high-value three-point opportunity for Jaylen Brown. This guy's a threat from anywhere.
Here's Poole. Pass to Sarr. And here's Middleton. Poole outside. Back to Middleton. The three. Another miss by Middleton. Celtics trail by 3. And stolen by Middleton. Looking to end this cold spell. And he sinks the layup. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnover.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
First team foul. At the line for Washington.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Middleton covering. They get it back. Here's Porzingis. On the wing, Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And striking without warning. Holiday can be so sudden.
They set the pick. Poole, the pass to Middleton. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
6 on the shot clock. Fires in the triple. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Yeah, whether it's his passing or scoring, Middleton will pick you apart in the two-man game.
Tatum, a screen on Poole. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. Tatum, a screen on Poole. Outside Tatum. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 9 rebounds now. Now here's Coulibaly. Middleton from the outside. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Fires it. That won't go either for Tatum.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
First team foul.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Poole. The quick look, no good that time. Celtics trail by 8. Holiday from long range. The offensive rebound. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. Driving in. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Again, the miss by Boston.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Lets the three fly. Porzingis misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to George. Middleton against Brown. Middleton outside. Jacks up a three. And again, Washington, no good.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Ali. Second personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Derek White taking 2 shots.
White hits them both. So it's Washington picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
Welcome to 2K. And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, Cam Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Johnson. And Richard, these teams both look to impose their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Jimmy, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Tatum down low. He's against Williams. Back to Tatum. Off target with his 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge.
Oh, look out!
Look out!
Now that's how you finish.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Now here is Holiday. Back to Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Johnson can't hit.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Tatum drives in. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Thomas. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
15 seconds.
It's Williams, high post. Brown on him. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Austin with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. 5 to shoot. Outside Porzingis. And here's Brown outside. Johnson with the rebound. Nets leading by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Jimmy. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 6 points for him.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Johnson against White. Johnson kicks to Thomas. To the inside. Here's Williams on the wing. Johnson. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And it's Brown missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
13th foul.
To the paint, Timmy.
And you want more of this from Tatum. Able to make an impact on defense with this kind of activity.
White looking around, going inside, and here's Tatum for 3. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Thomas. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Williams a screen on White. Johnson can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Porzingis can't hit. Inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Williams is out there with Johnson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Thomas. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Hits it from three-point range. Porzingis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
That one drops for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Launches it. And Johnson is good for the 3. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Tatum out to Porzingis. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Nets. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordy Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Johnson against White. They set the pick. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Tatum.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Tatum slips by the contact inside.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Johnson kicks to Williams.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Kicks it out to Johnson. A 3 ball. And again, it's the Nets missing. Celtics trail by 7. White the pass to Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Offline with his 3. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 5. Back to Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the shot is good. And now it's only a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
So the wing on the left. Pass to Johnson. Down low. Timme trying to end the drought. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Brown kicks to White. In the corner, Tatum with it. No good with the layup. Brooklyn leading by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Johnson against Porzingis. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. Brown, good.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
Johnson against White. Johnson right side. And stolen by White. There's Brown with the 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets out in front, leading by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Claxton, a screen on Holiday. Pass to Clowney. Here's Claxton, guarded by Porzingis. Inside, and he dunks it down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Here's Watford, gets the bucket and the foul. That one is on Holiday.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Russell from outside the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That's his first foul.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
And this is why we say block out. It is a fundamental thing that is often overlooked and hurts you every time.
Celtics trail by 5. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of that. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
They get it back. Pass to Watford. Back to Claxton. Now Melton. They set the pick. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Nets lead by 7.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Latrey buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Pass to Pritchard. Good on the 3-point shot. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Russell. Here's Claxton. Hasn't made one yet. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Craig sets a screen. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that one. Pritchard's got 5 now. Brooklyn leading by 3. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. On the wing, Melton. Good on the shot. Melton's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
There's the pick. Craig passes to Hauser. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Pass to Claxton. Off target from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 5. Russell passes to Watford. Russell feeling it out a bit. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Connects from 3-point range.
good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Scooped up. Pass to Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Clowney. And Pritchard pulls it down. Here's Shireman, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 6. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Personal foul. First team.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Williams. Johnson is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Cam Johnson. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brown finds Tatum. Tatum setting the pick for White. Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Johnson with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Outside, White. Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Out to Porzingis. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team second.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. There's the pick. Here's Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul.
The plays under video review for the NBA rules. The officials have 2 minutes.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Knocked loose. Pass to Johnson. Outside Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. That one goes. Count it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, the mid-range game has been working
as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Celtics trail by 8. White goes in. Johnson against Holiday. Outside Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Through contact, Tatum.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully. Come on, Jalen, that's just ridiculous.
Johnson against White. Outside for Thomas. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Kenny. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 6. Holiday, the pass to Brown. Back to Holiday. Takes it off the glass. Holiday's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, fearless shot there by Holiday. With the whole team counting on him, he is able to come through.
Johnson with a screen on White. Kicks it out to Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
The kick out to Holiday. Porzingis inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Brown outside. No good. And the Nets with possession.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's Thomas on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And that one's good. Tatum.
3.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Nobody near Williams. Misses there. So it's the Nets picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Chris Middleton. George out there with Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Poole in at the 1 spot. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the 3. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Inside, it's tipped. 6 to shoot. Johnson with it, guarded now by George. And Williams punches it home.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Poole for 3. Knocks down the triple.
He left his defender shook right there, destroying him with that slick handle.
Unbelievable handles. He's got more handles than a 6-door limousine. Quickness, body control, all of that on display.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Offensive board. George for 3. They grab their own miss. Outside Coulibaly. Middleton from the outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I'll tell you what, I mean, it feels like Middleton can shoot from anywhere, but he's especially deadly from the corner.
And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body. And no lack of confidence from Jordan Poole on a floater like that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Nets. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that 3-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Claxton with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Johnson, the shot. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And it's Coulibaly missing. Nets trail by 3. Oh, misses the dunk. And the Wizards on the break. And he lobs it up top. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Thomas. There's the triple. It's rebounded by George. Wizards leading by 3. Poole right side. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Williams. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And the bucket is good.
Energetic play from Johnson, working hard to take advantage on the break.
Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just 1 time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span. So hard to envision that happening anytime soon. You got a long way to go.
Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
That's impressive. Flying towards the hoop, Chris Middleton saw just enough of a takeoff area to get to the rim.
Pass to Thomas. Coulibaly with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. To the left wing. Here's Coulibaly. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Left side Johnson. Thomas outside. Shot clock at 6. uses the glass to finish the layup.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
There's a screen. That one drops for him. Poole's got 7 points in the game.
Poole can make some of those inside off-balance opportunities look easy.
Here's Johnson. The shot's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's George. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Wizards up by 4, and we'll get this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Johnson is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. They get it again. Pass to Sarr. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Middleton. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Koulibaly drives in. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Screen by Claxton. From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J. Give him 8.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Thomas. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Team seconds.
Williams against Middleton. Poole outside. Puts up a deep 3. Deep range from Poole. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, BA. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's the pick. Fires, top of the key. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They lead by 4. It's George on the wing. Here's Sarr. And he banks in the layup.
Just bouncing off contact. Sarr, man, 2 points the hard way.
Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. Good on the bucket. And it's an 8-point Wizard lead.
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
Well, so many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. It's Johnson with a drive. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Now the Wizards in transition. Pass to Middleton. We've got 1:13 left in the second. He drops it from range. Middleton's got 11 points.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
Johnson inside. Koulibaly defending. Claxton passes to Johnson. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Poole against Johnson. The kick out to Poole. Poole exploding to the rim. And the layup is good off the glass. Poole's got 5 points now this quarter.
He might have got bumped too. There's no whistle, but Poole able to still make it.
The kick out to Johnson. 19 seconds left in the half. Offline from the top of the key. Koulibaly, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. The floater. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Bilal Koulibaly.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Johnson at the line 2 times.
So he gets them both. Brogdon, the pass to Champagny. Back to Brogdon. Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Wizards up 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Nets trail by 9. Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Champagny at the power forward position. Clowney, good.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Washington has got 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving. Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Holmes. He got a piece of it. Here's Russell. Rebound, Washington. They've led by as many as 11. To the inside, Champagny. And a two-handed jam!
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Russell deciding where to go with it. That one is off. Smart with the defensive effort. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Champagny. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Trendon Watford. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
B.A., they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Timmy. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. He's got 5.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Here's Brogdon. Brogdon with a nice finish down low. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Smart against Russell. And it's good for 2. Russell's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, defenses try to get physical with Russell, but he has great body control and composure. Tough to throw him off his game.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here he goes. Rebound, Washington. Outside Brogdon. The shot comes out. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. Kept alive. Timmy, second chance shot. And he lays it in.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Brogdon against Russell. Back to Brogdon. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Watford the pass to Russell. Melton against Brogdon. Timmy. No good on the triple. Wizards leading by 5. Here's Holmes. He goes up. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
And look out, big man running as Rashawn Holmes looking good in transition.
55 seconds left in the third. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rashawn Holmes picks one up. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And both free throws good for Russell. The Wizards have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
3rd team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Smart for 3. He can't hit that time.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Timmy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Champagny. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Don't want to be careless around any point guard in the league. This time it's Brogdon, and he's capable of drawing that foul.
And so Brogdon nails both of them. Here's Johnson. 14 points for him.
Wizards foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Team second.
The first one falls.
Johnson stepping the line with 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Washington. They lead by... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Johnson for 3. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you. He stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
George's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. The steal. Koulibaly with it, and it's Thomas picking him up. Right wing. Poole outside. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's Washington with the ball. George, a screen on Williams. Here's Middleton. Pass to Sarr. 5 on the clock. The baseline, Jay. Poole shot is off. Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Screen by Claxton. Now here's Thomas. Defense right on him. To take the lead. And Claxton gets the bucket. Claxton's gotten his first points in this one.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Thomas. Pass to Claxton. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Bilal Koulibaly. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Here's Koulibaly on the take. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Last 2 minutes to play. 4th quarter.
Johnson against Middleton. Pass to Claxton. Williams with it. Back to Claxton. From 18 feet away. The shot by Johnson, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. Wow, and that's a big splash from Poole.
Left side Johnson to the middle. Oh, swiped away. Outside Koulibaly. Middleton outside. 1:16 left in the game. Thomas against Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Middleton. From behind the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Chris Middleton showing a lot of poise and taking over a very critical possession for his team.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Johnson to halt the run. Can't capitalize inside.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups. Well, Jordan Poole thinks every shot is going in, and why not? That was huge.
Right side Johnson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And out the line, shooting 2.
So the first one drops,
Keon
and that brings him within 5. And so he hits both. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Johnson against Poole. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Middleton. And stolen by Williams. Here's Johnson. Count it!
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So it's a narrow victory for the Wizards, pulling out the W. With the late victory, they upset